had such an amazing week of wrestling. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about it, but I'll tell you what I'm not excited about. Living this beautiful place, I cried a bit, but let's do it.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Coexisting with Rob and Maggie. There she is, the beach babe, back from the Black Sea.
I'm so happy to be here, Rob.
Yeah, I can tell. Back from the Black Sea at her home. Did you have a good time?
I had such a good time.
That is. Well, I'm glad you had fun. That's the best thing, you know.
I know. And you know what? It's time for you guys to be formally introduced. Rob, this is Rob. I just couldn't help it. Like we went on a like arcade, and a friend of ours was playing darts, and he had to, stick a pointy thingy in balloons, and he didn't win. But while he was, stabbing stuff, I just noticed the cutest little owlie face. And I was like, I'm sorry, what do I have to do to win this? And the woman said like something impossible. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Can I buy it? She was like, well, no, you have to win it. And I'm like, I will give you $20. And she was like, sold.
Man. Oh, wow. Wow. That's impressive. That's something else there.
Yeah, so just I couldn't help it. I immediately named it Rob, of course.
Yeah. Oh,
so but like, look how cute he is.
Yeah, it's adorable. It's a lot better than the one that I saw.
I'm sure.
I don't know where that F word is, but it's somewhere, hopefully still in Georgia. But you are back. I am back. Let's go ahead and start off with a bang. Guys, do us a favor. Hit that like button, that thumbs up. Follow us and subscribe to Fightful Overbook. That is a big thing for us. It helps us out a lot. Super chats, that goes a long ways as well. That'll get your question or statement read on the air. We have a lot to talk about. Maggie has a story that she will share today after a huge generous super chat from our great friend Soupy last week that we still cannot believe happened. And we can't thank him enough.
But you are getting the story.
Yeah, we will get the story, and we're going to make sure we get that story in. So it's actually going to go pretty early, not right away, but it will be going pretty soon here. So it's a big week in wrestling. Like, I mean, news-wise, it's been kind of quiet, but we had some big shows. Obviously, we had SummerSlam, the Ric Flair show. The matches were good. The main event, some people liked, some didn't. I didn't care for it.
Until that end, everything was great.
You had a really good Dynamite. Tonight, you're going to have Rampage, SmackDown. Tomorrow night, you're going to have Battle of the Belts 3. Then, of course...
Is Rampage live tonight?
Yes, yep. Live from Grand Rapids, Michigan. So, a live Rampage. So, we're getting a live SmackDown, a live Rampage tomorrow night. Battle of the Belts is recorded. And then Monday, you got Raw. And then Wednesday, you got Dynamite at Quake at the Lake, right there in Minneapolis. It's just going to...
Where you think Kenny Omega will return, right?
I hope so. That's where I hope he returns, but that's just me being selfish. Like,
are you going to the show?
Yes, I'm going to the show.
Oh, crap. That means he is coming back.
Yeah. Well, it's either the Young Bucks are going to pick him or me, one of the two, and I hope they pick him because I think he would be better in the ring. Because my super kick only will go to somebody's like shin, like Mick Foley's did, sweet shin music. His can at least kick somebody in the face. So, but yeah, Maggie, you did watch wrestling this week, you said, because even though
Of
you were on
course
the
I
beach,
did.
even though you were on the beach, you still watched it.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and just get this out of the way. What were your thoughts on SummerSlam?
Well, before before we left on Sunday morning, I had a bit of time to actually watch the beginning of SummerSlam. I think I watched it up until the half part of Pat McAfee and Baron Corbin's match. Uh, I was so incredibly happy for you, Shirai slash Sky, and Bailey and Dakota Kai. I actually texted you while I was watching it that I actually teared up a bit because I just enjoy women's wrestling in WWE. They do have the capacity to make it work and to make it what it should be, and they often did in NXT, the Black and Gold NXT. And those three combined, I think they can actually make magic together. So I'm excited to see where that goes. Uh, the Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch match was so good. And then I realized that Becky was wrestling with an injury. That made it even better because it's Becky Lynch, you know. She couldn't possibly stop wrestling. It's the tag match uh, as we mentioned, the tag match couldn't possibly disappoint. What I didn't expect to happen was the freaking ring being flipped.
Yeah, with a tractor. Yeah,
I did not expect that. I expected that main event to be a big time snooze fest because I actually do not enjoy watching last man standing match because there's a lot of counting and no zero action. It's not a fast-paced match and chain wrestling. You don't see that. You just
and
see people
yeah,
trying to murder each other and then just pile stuff on top of each other
yep.
just so they couldn't get up. um, about the Pat McAfee match, I think it was the weakest match he's ever had in WWE.
I would agree with that. The one thing I will say, it was still good. Like it
That
was,
bar is high, but
yeah,
like that's not a bad thing because he himself put that bar incredibly high for himself, and just the things he did with Adam Cole in NXT was amazing. And then like the previous match he had against Theory at WrestleMania, it was again really good. But to top it all off, it was it was a pretty enjoyable SummerSlam. Like I watched half of it home, and I watched the other half of it on the beach.
on the
So
beach.
I the beach. I was a bit not all in because like there were waves in front of me, and I tend to watch the sea rather
Yeah.
than ridiculous wrestling. But then I realized that I could grasp on to the Wi-Fi that the other bungalow has, so that was the end of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you
So
go.
that.
Our friend Ricardo the Wizard gives us a super chat and says, "Hi, Rob and Maggie. Just sending some love. Thank you, my friend.
Hi, Ricardo.
We appreciate that.
Be
We have
nice like Ricardo and send us money.
another super chat from Yos. I don't know if it's Joseph or Yosef Snurk. So let me know in chat because I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Rob, don't lie. You want the Bucks to pick Omega because Undisputed Era would have to pick up a fourth to make it fair if the Elite had you. Honestly, I'd rather be on the Undisputed Elite or the Elite rather. Yeah. Look, you think Adam Cole, Bebe. You think Bob Wilkins, Bebe. Okay, I can't even do that right. But
Oh my
um,
god.
I know it was so bad.
You know, it's all about the
But it would be cool. Like FTR, I would love to team with FTR. That would be cool.
Well, it's not about FTR at the moment now, Rob, is it?
It just doesn't like whatever team I'm on, we're gonna win. You could just put me with, you know what? Put me with Top Flight. I know one of them's hurt, but
There
just
you go.
or
There you
both of them
go.
might actually be hurt now. I hear. Just put them on the ring, like on the side. I'll take care of everything. I got it. Or
I will
this is what
always
we
pick
could
the
do.
elite.
It could be
Always.
me, Wardlow, and you pick. Who's the third? Who would you pick for the third?
Ricky Starks.
Okay, it's us three. We'll be Team Maggie, and we could win that. It'd be Team Maggie. We could win. I know we could.
Sure.
Yeah. So obviously I'm full of shit today. So here we go. Yeah, SummerSlam. I loved it. The tractor thing. I was like, at first when he got on there, I was just like, whatever. This is gonna look so stupid. But then afterwards, like the way it happened, I'm like, okay.
He
They made this.
actually flipped the
Yep.
ring.
Yep. They made it look cool. I'm like, okay, they did.
They did.
They did.
I have
okay.
a question.
Yes.
Like, for the people who were in front of the hard cam, could they see what was under the ring?
Yeah. I saw somebody like. I
Are
don't know
there
who it was.
photos? I want to see photos.
That I don't. I assume there's probably some photos that were taken, but I know some
I want to
people.
see it.
I saw some people on Twitter say they saw like it.
The Fiend? Did I see the Fiend?
Yeah. That would have been something. Our friend Ryan Sullivan sends us a super chat. The beach, Maggie, over here taking time off. Who does she think she is? Rob, you deserve a day off. Man, this is my day off. I love doing this. This is like the best. This is the best part of my week. And I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's ass. This is literally the best part of my week. I love doing this. And it doesn't feel like work, really. It doesn't.
You can't blow smoke up my ass because it's filled with sand at the moment. You know how much sand I got out of my hair? Like, I could
I don't
have
know.
built a big ass sand castle that big UK WWE pay-per-view is held at.
Yeah. Wow. Our buddy Tom Talks Rubbish, who you should check out. We both have interviews that he's done with us. And he's going to actually be our guest next week on Coexisting After Dark, if everything goes right. He says, just here to say what's up and big love. Right back at you, buddy. And hopefully everything goes good so you can be our guest next week. I really want you on there. So just cancel whatever you got if anything comes up. That's the easiest way to do it. Because we are more important.
If you get offered money, just say no.
Yeah, we're more important than money. Yeah, so okay, usually I wouldn't do this, but our friend Corey Michaels made me laugh here. Anakin Skywalker hates Maggie's ass by default. Then because he hates sand.
Hey, okay. I have a big ass tattoo between my legs of his helmet, so he couldn't possibly be mad at me, okay?
You know, somebody's going to say prove it. I'm just waiting for somebody to say prove it in here. But
I don't give a damn if you believe me or not.
No, I believe you. I believe you.
I have an Instagram photo of me doing yoga, and you can see it.
I've seen it on Instagram. I'm just saying, somebody in chat was going to say it, but
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck either. But anyways, the other match, like, I loved, obviously, Bailey, Io, and Dakota. When Dakota came up, that was just like, I was just happy as I could be. Like, I'm like, no matter what happens, this pay-per-view made my day. So that goes into our next topic. As far as SummerSlam, or WWE rather, let's say WWE brings some people back, and let's exclude Sasha Banks and Naomi. I think they're coming back just based off how things are going. I heard today that
can you hear the car?
Yeah, I heard today that somebody, and granted it's Twitter, so you can't trust everything, but I've seen multiple
must be true.
Yeah, I've heard multiple people say this, that Sasha Banks was going to be part of like a flag football like charity thing, and she had to back out of it now. usually when that happens, that's because of a contract, like something important. So I'm wondering if that's the truth. I wonder if that has something to do with it. So that's going to be interesting. Okay, now everybody's saying prove it, or a couple of people. Anyways, so let's just go ahead and count. Let's exclude Naomi and Sasha. Who are let's say 3 to 5 people you would like to see possibly return that were let go? Not necessarily that are in AEW right now, but some people that are not signed to major contracts that were let go by WWE since pandemic. And we can take turns, like one after the other, and if they're
Okay,
the same.
well, first you gotta think Gargano because he was Triple H's boy, and I don't think that, and just Champa just uploaded a photo of it. What happened?
My dog Taco's just going nuts upstairs. I don't know why, but it's just funny to me.
Okay, Champa just uploaded a photo of DIY together.
Nice.
You gotta wonder, and I want that team back because like they're lacking of tag teams, but you think that now that Triple H is in charge and he likes tag team wrestling, he can actually, do something with it.
Hmm.
And if Triple H throws in a tag team, like which isn't a real tag team, he can actually do something with it and not just make it just be there, just like Vince did. So it's yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. That'd be a great one to bring in. Um, my like somebody I would go because I absolutely like love her in the ring. Tegan Knox is somebody.
That was something
Yeah,
I was about to say.
yeah,
Tegan
Tegan
Knox,
Knox.
yes. Oh my god.
Yes, yeah. So, um, who else would you say? I think we'll probably
I want
agree.
to have I want I want the fashion files back.
Oh well,
I really do. That was the best segment on SmackDown for weeks.
yeah. Oh, it was
And this
great. I
was the
just
most important that Fandango's ever been. Seriously.
mm, yeah, I loved it. I loved them. They were great, and I've always been a Tyler Breeze guy. When
Yes.
when he did a back when he went to NXT, he did a house show tour like beforehand before he was officially moved down, and I got to see him like here in Minnesota do on that tour. I was like just pumped up that I got to see him. I was just excited as I could be because he was one of my favorite wrestlers. So I was very excited. I'm a huge fan of his. So I would love to see those two guys back. Unfortunately, I think Fandango, I know he said he was, I believe, misquoted that he doesn't plan on retiring. I think he just plans on taking some time off, which is perfectly fine. I would love to see him come back. Um, but somebody I would
I want
absolutely
them
love.
together.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love that.
That,
And
that was so stupid and silly. I loved it.
yeah. The Fiend for me would be somebody that I would love to see back. I I've never seen that it baffles me that somebody that sold merchandise like him that they let go. They made money off of him. The fact that they basically let him go, they were basically giving free money away. I mean, he was making them money. So that I will always find that weird.
I know. People are like said a lot, but like you know how Twitter is. The moment someone gets released, oh, that guy or that woman to AEW confirmed. Okay, it's not like that. Like some people, I don't think the Fiend would work in AEW at all.
Yeah.
Like if I had to choose, I had to choose New Japan, but I actually think that he belongs in WWE, and now that Vince isn't there, I think that Triple H, you know, appreciates the
Yeah.
the creativity that Wyndham brings to the table. And the fact that, okay, so here's my point of view. If a wrestler is gifted enough to come up with their own storylines and have actual ideas, this will actually take a weight off of the writer's shoulders and just give you the freedom to work with them, as opposed to the writers just, working 24/7 to come up with something and it doesn't work anyway.
Yeah.
So Wyndham is a guy who can do that himself.
Yeah. Somebody else, and I saw somebody in chat put this in there, and I completely agree. I said it uh, the other day. Definitely, I think Killer Cross with, and I'm including Scarlet with that
Yes,
because
100% with
yeah.
Scarlett.
So
Like, he did nothing on the main roster without her, and that wasn't his fault.
yeah, it was just
Like,
baffling.
they, yeah, that was just baffling, because that time while he was feuding with Adam Cole in NXT, Adam Cole said that he was nothing without his entrance, and they proved it, because he went to the main roster without Scarlett and without that amazing entrance he had, and he lost all the time to Jeff Hardy,
Yeah,
who wasn't pushed. He
yeah,
wasn't, like, he was just Jeff Hardy.
yeah.
That was weird. So I think they owe Killer Cross, like, an apology in a form of a good main roster run. You know.
All right. So I think that's it. I mean, there's so many other people I'd be fine with coming back. But Maggie, like I said earlier, we're gonna get to this early because I want to make sure we get it in. So I don't have an intro for it because it's not technically a Cooper effect.
It's not a Cooper effect
So
because it's a weird ass story. It's not a Cooper
so yeah,
effect.
we'll just call it Weird Ass Story with Maggie. So Weird Ass Story
Yes,
with Maggie.
it's story time with Maggie Baby.
There you go.
So, yes, so Supi, thank you for the incredible super chat. And here's the story. Okay, so guys, this is what I would like to call my first date story. I call it that because, like, every time I go out on a date with someone and it's a first date, I always find a way to bring up that story in the conversation and actually tell it, just so I can see how he reacts to that story. And if he stays, it's okay. If he goes, I'm better off. Like, because he couldn't handle, me. So, okay. When I was really, really little, I want to say maybe 5 years old, we had a dog, and this is the only dog we've ever had. It was a Bolognese dog. Am I pronouncing this right? A
I
Bolognese dog.
It sounds familiar. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. It's a breed. It's a sort of breed. It wasn't a big dog. It's like this
Oh,
big and
wasn't
just
Roman Reigns? Okay.
no. It was
Sorry.
like white and fluffy, and and that fucker. Like, every night, my parents locked it in the bathroom because it was all, he could have peed there without it being carpet or anything. Like, it's a bathroom, it's okay. But, like,
Yeah.
what happened was that every time they locked the door, and it just started just crying for attention. It's a dog, he wants attention. And every time he stopped howling, I wanted to go to the bathroom because I wanted to pee, because I'm a little lady and I pee a lot. And every time I went to pee, he got all excited because there was someone in the bathroom. And when I went back to the bedroom, and I wanted to fall back asleep, but I couldn't because so, not unlike right now, I love sleeping. I like, if I can sleep forever, I could sleep forever. Just wake up to pee and eat and just fall back asleep. So even then, I valued my sleep, okay? If I could marry sleep, I would have.
Okay.
Like that's how much I love sleeping. So this howling didn't do me any favors, and I wanted it to stop, but I wanted to pee. So what was the first thing that popped into my head when I was 5 years old? I decided that it was the best idea ever to go into the kitchen, pull out the carpet, pee, and then
Oh,
just put on the carpet. So this was a Monday. I did that every night for a full week. And when I wake up, my dad makes me breakfast and then just takes me to kindergarten. Like I was that little. I had no idea what was happening in that apartment during the day because I was in kindergarten. So I did the same thing Friday night, of course. I peed under the carpet in the kitchen. So I wake up Saturday morning, and I actually get to see what happens every freaking morning in that apartment while I was in kindergarten. My mother would get up and just go to the bathroom, and then she will release the dog into the apartment.
oh no.
And because and because she has no idea what's happening, every day of the week, my mom thought that this dog was peeing on the carpet. And she like she slapped it a lot during the entire week. But I I didn't know that. So like what she would do, and I was there, and she took a towel, put it on the carpet, stepped on the towel, and just mushed the towel in the face of my dog, and it just collapsed. Okay, I was 5 years old in my defense. I was laughing my ass off, by the way. And the funny thing is, I actually told my mom about this a few years ago, and she slapped the ever living shit out of me.
Oh man. Damn.
Because like there's a reason for that, because like Snow White and Cinderella, how like animals help them get dressed and everything. That's
Yeah.
my mom. Like animals love my mom, and my mom loves animals. So the fact that she actually slapped a dog on the butt on in the face without the dog being like, it's not its fault, it was me the entire time. This hurt my mom so much, and I had no idea what I done back then because I was 5. But like, as the years went by, I started remembering this story, and I was like,
I think my dog, like, he heard part of your story here because she's going nuts upstairs. Because, like,
you said she was going nuts before that.
I know, but she's like, she stopped, and now, like, since you started that story, she started going nuts again. So I don't know, but Jesus, Maggie.
So I hope I didn't over deliver about this story. People in the chat will tell you. I hope Mark. I hope I got your money's worth.
Oh,
Yeah, and this is my first date story. No one ran away,
okay.
but they really should have. Okay, I will judge no one if they run away because it's not a good story. I'm kind of a monster. I'm not anymore, okay? Like I love animals. But like
Oh, like, see, granted, you were 5, so you should get a pass. Um, I've done things in my college years that that make you look like an angel. So maybe one day I'll go into those stories.
yeah,
Yeah,
for
one day.
$500, okay? Like,
No, trust me, you don't have to go into that much. Okay. Jesus. That was good though. I enjoyed that a lot. So, what do you think of AEW Dynamite?
I thought it was an amazing show, and the humbugs. Like this was basically the highlight of the Dynamite for me. It was the humbugs. Like it was finally like they, as I mentioned, they stopped blue balling me. It's time. Like they teased it on BTE a lot, and now it's here. It's finally here, and I'm ready for it. And I just don't know which way Kenny Omega will take. You know.
So, basically, what you want to say is what Tony Khan said.
Happy anniversary!
I just wanted to play that. Just happy anniversary for no reason.
Yeah.
I just love that. Yeah, it was great. I loved it. Adam Page going out there, clearing the ring. Just good stuff. I think what's going to happen is they're going to ask Adam Page to be in it, and he's going to say, "I already joined the Dark Order, man. Sorry." And then they're going to say, "Well, what else are we going to do?" And then that's when Kenny Omega comes back. Something like that. I hope it's this week, but that's just me hoping and praying. But that's what I think.
Just being selfish.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, true. It's me being selfish for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just very, very anxious for that. I just like everybody else, I just want Kenny Omega back. I miss the guy.
I know. Like, I'm not saying that AEW is done without Kenny Omega. Like, they've done so good with their current roster that they have Kenny Omega gone, CM Punk's not there, MJF's not there. Like a lot of main stars aren't there right now, and it's still good and still amazing show.
So not sure if you're already talked about this, but I just got here. Welcome back from your trip, Maggie says. Voice of God, Chris.
Hi, Doc.
Mueller. I'm starting to get it. Mueller.
Yeah, Mueller. Yeah.
Mueller.
Yeah. So
I just have to say it 84 times, so I.
Yes, you do. It's Dynamite was okay, but like I was kind of like still buzzing from Raw, I suppose, because like when Raw is a good 3 hours, it's weird having good 3 hours because usually, well, I'm on vacation and just like Raw is this like 3 hour show. I just usually watch it at 2 times speed on my phone just so it can get over with it and just go dunk and see.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do it this week because it was actually interesting and the matches were fun and it was weird for me. Yeah, I don't know if Dynamite was good or not because I was so happy that Raw was good. And now the next step is doing the Raw 2 hours.
Yeah.
I do not want to watch a 3 hour Raw, even if it's good. I do not want that.
Oh,
Like I have a job. Like it's too much for me. Okay, like it's like I've stopped watching Dark and Dark Elevation for a while now, but even now, like there's not enough time on this world. Like make Raw a 2 hour show. I promise you, viewership will not drop; it will increase.
Yeah. So that's the thing though. Like they're making money, so that third hour is not going anywhere. The highlight I think of Dynamite for me was obviously, I think, Hung Bucks. I really enjoyed. I like seeing Jericho put the Lion Tamer on. That was kind of cool.
I hated the Jericho one.
I would have loved it.
Yeah, I thought that they were doing, Daniel Garcia beat Brian Danielson last week, so this week they do the same, like with the
that would have been cool.
Yeah, like the young wrestlers beating the veterans, like
Yeah.
I would have enjoyed to see that, but
Yeah.
they didn't because it's freaking the Chris Jericho, and I hate that.
Mhm.
Like, why is he so goddamn protected? Like, explain to me. Like, I'm not taking anything away from Chris Jericho. Like,
I don't.
he's like an like he paved the way. Okay, I know like he's the first AEW champion. That's fine. Like, he did a lot of stuff that no like a lot of wrestlers couldn't. Okay, like it's fine. He's a rock star. Good. Okay. Like, I play Fozzy in the bar almost every night. Like, that's okay. But like, why?
Yeah.
Like, instead of putting over young talent like the rest of the roster is.
Hell,
Why is that? Like, he put over Orange Cassidy.
yeah. I mean,
Like,
well, this is a
why
little bit
not do
different.
it with Willie Yuta, who's like probably the future of AEW?
Yeah, I think this is a little bit different because this is what Tony Khan's promoting for a big like show, Quake by the Lake. Um, I think that's why they went that route. I don't think. I think Chris Jericho's at that point where he would do. Not to take the Triple H line, but I think Jericho's at that point now where he would do what's best for the business. I really do. And in this case, it's
I respect the fact that he's
yeah,
he knows how to do things. I know,
yeah,
I get it. Of
yeah,
course.
yeah. But yeah, I know what you're saying too. Yeah, I would have preferred Wheeler to win. That would have been pretty cool. So since we just got done with Dynamite, might as well preview AEW Rampage tonight. Keith Lee and Swerve Scott taking on Tony Nese and Josh Woods for the AEW Tag Team Championship. We're going to see Madison Rain debut. I don't think they have announced who she's wrestling, so I assume it's going to be some local talent, I assume. John Moxley versus Mance Warner. Um, so that's AEW Rampage for tonight. Uh, I'm anxious to see Moxley and Mance Warner. That's going to
Oh
be pretty
yes.
cool. And Madison
I
Rain
think
defending.
everyone is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mance Warner. He's cool. I like him, and him and Moxley will have a good one. Moxley
And
always has a good
a
one.
live Rampage crowd is always something else, because they know that they're there for an hour
Yeah.
and they're
Is it?
really pumped up and
Oh,
they
okay.
get all their energy, like.
Okay. Soupy says it's Layla Gray. He believes so.
Okay.
Um. So there's that. And yeah, Mance Warner, he's awesome. He's a good dude too. So, and the one thing I like about Moxley, regardless who he wrestles, even when he was like wrestling on Dark, sometimes he always lets whoever he wrestles get some punches in his stuff. I like that. He never just. I mean, even if it's a short match, he still lets the opponent get some shots in. So I'm
Oh
anxious
yeah.
for this.
Yes.
So tomorrow night, Battle of the Belts 3. I know I will be actually. This is going to be my first time doing a post show on Fightful tomorrow night. I don't know who I'm hosting it with, but I will be doing the post show tomorrow. Sean told me yesterday, so that was cool. I forgot to tell you that. So that's something good that happened this week. So I'm excited.
so glad. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's good news. Battle of the Belts 3 tomorrow on TNT. Thunder Rosa defending her title against Jamie Hayter. Who you got? I think we both got this one pretty easy, but they're not going to put that title in. Who do you have winning tomorrow night? Thunder Rosa or Jamie Hayter? I got Thunder Rosa.
No, wait, it's Thunder Rosa. They're they're not doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
But like people need to stop sleeping on Jamie Hayter because
she's awesome. It's just
and when I say people, I mean AEW talent booking.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yep. The Claudio Castagnoli. I can never get his last. Yeah. It doesn't matter. And versus Takeshita, which is the first time I've gotten that last name right. So, for the Ring of Honor Championship, Claudio is going to win this because Takeshita's supposed to be going back home pretty soon.
But
I mean,
this match is going to be so freaking amazing.
yes, it's gonna hump. In the words of Sean Ross Sapp, it's definitely gonna hump. And then Maggie's favorite, Wardlow, defending his TNT championship against the man named Jay Lethal. Wardlow all the way.
How many times do you think Wardlow will powerbomb him?
I'm thinking, let's go with 3 times. I think 3.
3 is good. Okay.
Yep. How many do you see?
3,000 maybe.
Well, I know what you want, but
yeah, grab her by the waist.
Yeah, okay. I was going to ask you if you saw that.
Pick her up and I'm like, sir.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you saw that, but I was like,
of course I saw it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. I was like, wow.
There was a post by AEW I think it was AEW. If you get offered $3,000, would you get? And they just put pictures of finishing maneuvers, and there was a powerbomb by a Wardlow, and I was like, I will take that for free. I'm sorry.
Jesus, Maggie. Okay.
All the time.
Wow.
Like they know what they're doing, all right? Like everyone said it in the comments below. It wasn't only me.
Oh yeah,
okay?
I know.
It's not only me.
Yeah. I completely I get it. I do. Smackdown preview for tonight. Roman Reigns will address Drew McIntyre. They will be facing off each other at
the Sandcastle pay-per-view.
Yes, as we call it, the Sandcastle pay-per-view. Clash at the Castle, which is the day before
Castles in the
All Out. The day before All Out. So that's going to be a big weekend of wrestling because supposedly there's going to be a takeover that weekend.
Sure, like they all hate Europeans and sleeping.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they do. So you have that. Then you have a gauntlet match that was announced with the winner taking on Liv Morgan, which I'm just going to assume they didn't say this, but I assume that whoever wins this will get a shot at Liv Morgan at Clash at the Castle. Maybe it's next week on SmackDown. I don't know. So, but it's Raquel Rodriguez, Natalya, Xia Li, Aaliyah, Sonya Deville, Shotzi, and Shayna Baszler. Tonight, it'll be interesting. If Baszler wins this, that means Triple H is getting back on that Shayna bandwagon. So
I would love nothing more than to see the old NXT Shayna Baszler back because this was just such an amazing women's division back then. Like you know that Shayna Baszler was winning the match, but you watched it anyway because it was just so brutal and hardcore, and I love it.
Yeah. For sure. I was just checking out WWE to see if they added any more SmackDown matches, but don't see.
Who do you think wins that match?
Tonight?
Yeah.
I think it's either gonna be Shotzi or Shayna. And I'm gonna lean towards Shayna. I really think Triple H is gonna go back with her. I just think he does because he knows the work.
Yeah, but is that like the thing is, I want to see Shayna Baszler against Ronda Rousey, or them together teaming up.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I want one of those two. And
I could Raquel Rodriguez seeing this too. Now that
Raquel Rodriguez or Xia Li, because like we haven't seen much of Xia Li, but like I don't know why, but I kind of think Triple H is a fan of Xia Li. And, you know, like the Sandcastle pay-per-view isn't actually like a massive Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam thing. I kind of want it to be because it's like this big event that happens.
Yeah.
And I don't think that they're going to give away like something big. Like, I'm sorry for saying big if it's not, if while I'm referencing Xylee or Raquel Rodriguez, but it's just like without a build, you know,
Or
it's not
SP3.
gonna be.
ISP3. Hey, buddy.
I'm just gonna
But
remind you of that OC podcast that we need to do.
you have Shinsuke taking on Kaiser. I forgot about
Ludwig Kaiser.
Ludwig. Yeah, Ludwig Kaiser for an Intercontinental title match opportunity, as they listed it. So
Is this a contenders match?
yeah, I think that's what it is. I think that's what they're
Yeah.
calling it. When they said Intercontinental title opportunity, so I assume we're getting Shinsuke versus Walter, because we don't say the other name.
We don't say Gunther here.
So that's what we have right now. I assume we're gonna see something with the Viking Raiders and War Raiders, or the Viking Raiders and the War Raiders. The New Day.
I have a proposition here for that big ass Sandcastle pay-per-view, because like we won't get to talk about it like that much, but last night on NXT UK, Ilya Dragunov actually had to relinquish his title because of an ankle injury.
Yep, that was actually my next story, so that's good.
Okay, so I didn't see it in the rundown, or am I
It's in
blind?
there.
Oh yeah, it's me. Okay, so because of that, they're about to have a big tournament in first round and second round, and I kind of think that it ends up being Trent Seven against Tyler Bate,
Oh, that'd be cool.
because one of them is on the one side and the other one is on the other side. And on the side that Tyler Bate is on, I don't see anyone except Tyler Bate winning that one. And if it ends up being Trent Seven against Tyler Bate, this must be on the UK pay-per-view.
Yeah, I think it's very important that they have a.
It's
they have
very important. It's extremely important because those two are the pillars of NXT UK, along with Pete Dunne. Okay? Like, those three made the thing happen. And Tyler Bate is the first ever NXT UK champion. And if he wins that championship on that pay-per-view, and I actually get to watch it live and curse the lack of money because I won't be there, I will cry so much, because I've been whining about someone giving Tyler Bate gold. Like, finally. Like, this guy, like we talked last week about potential, interpromotional matches. Like, Jonathan Gresham against Tyler Bate is easily match of the year. Okay. Are you reading something strange on Twitter?
No.
Oh, okay, because you have that interesting face.
Yeah. That's my face in general.
Oh, it's just your face.
Yeah. That's me.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I just really need that on. Like, they need to have NXT UK presentation on that show, and if they don't, that's a big miss, and it will be a huge black spot for me. Like, it's actually, like, I know that even people from the UK don't watch NXT UK, but it's I know, but it's their responsibility to make them watch NXT UK. Like, when they say on the main roster on commentary, when they say stupid shit like Gunther having his first ever NXT gold, like WWE gold, like, when they say stupid shit like that, they bury their own product, because he held the NXT UK championship for 5,000 years. Okay, if they don't mention that, of course people will never watch that show. Like, the audience they have in NXT UK is 20 people, and I suppose they're all related to someone in WWE.
She got some of that sand. Some of that sand's coming out.
Yeah, I have sand in my mouth.
Okay. So, yeah, but
Moving
I think
along.
it's very important that they have an NXT UK match at Clash of the Castle.
This
I
is
think
the
it's
match they need to have. They need to crown their own NXT UK champion on that show. And I'm absolutely sure there's going to be Trent Seven and Tyler Bate. Like, there's no way it's anything different.
yeah. Well,
The story tells itself, okay?
yeah.
And
Oh, for
like
sure.
I have faith in Triple H because he loves NXT UK. Like, he loves everything NXT. Okay?
Hmm.
So it's like, I know it's going to be a slow change, but like, I've seen NXT UK kind of falling down a bit, a lot lately, and I've talked about this on the show with you every week that I'm so scared because I thought that it was going to die down.
Yeah. The good thing is I think now it could stay back. Like it could get some more love now with Triple H in charge. I
Because you can
hope.
actually promote it. Like,
Yes.
why? Why
Yeah.
don't you promote your own stuff?
Yeah. Exactly. Like
Like,
for the
do
longest
you
time.
remember? I'm sorry, what?
No, I was just gonna say for the longest time they didn't promote NXT like on Raw, like
This
really,
was
and
actually what I wanted to say. Like, do you remember when the Wednesday Night Wars were a thing?
yeah,
Like, how can you not promote your show on your main roster programs? Like, they didn't promote it. Like, what do you expect? Like, what?
yeah, yeah.
Why? Like, why not do that? And then after, like, I think that maybe at the end of the Wednesday Night Wars, they started running commercials about, about the show, and I was like, well, it's about damn time.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, like I've said it 3 times now. I think it's so important that they have. I think they need at least 2 NXT UK matches. I think they need to have a women's match, and I think they need to have at least a men's match on there. Um, I think it's just, I think it's very important, especially if you're going to try to get that back up. You have it on Peacock every week. Why not try to get more people on Peacock? They've been talking about Peacock numbers going down. I guarantee you, Peacock would like more people to watch that product. Try to get people to
Yeah, but
watch
the
it.
thing is that in the UK, it's on the network. Maybe
True.
that's why. Yeah.
Well, I mean that too, but I'm still saying like even here, like try to get some people interested in it. I mean, I'm just like spitballing here to try to get more people to watch because I watch it. I watch um I usually watch it 2 to 3 times a month. Like I usually watch 2 episodes in a row because it's just easier.
Yeah, it's easier, I know, because it's a less than an hour long show. And
Yeah.
it flows by because, like, every time the main event or the opening match is usually a really good match.
Yeah. We got another super chat from our guy Ricardo here. Ricardo whoops. There we go. I think Vincent Kennedy McMahon was petty over NXT winning Survivor Series that year. Oh, I think so
It
too.
had to.
You know,
It had to win. Like, imagine, like, when before that Survivor Series, which was, by the way, one of my favorite Survivor Series up in recent memory, because NXT actually won. Like, while that like pre Survivor Series, everyone was asking, well, they're not gonna make NXT win, and I was like, why not? Like, what better way to tell you that you need to watch NXT and not AEW than to show you what the talent are capable of and actually be the main roster? Like, this was the most easy way to tell you that you need to watch that and not the other program. And that Survivor Series, again, one of my favorite Survivor Series pay per views in recent memory. Seriously, freaking amazing.
Corey Michaels getting cock blocked by the Peacock, pretty much. And just a reminder, you guys can watch us on Twitch now. And Taekwon Mills says, I remember in 2014 on Raw, there was a random NXT tag match with Neville and Sami Zayn versus Tyler Breeze and Tyson Kidd. I remember there being random matches. And I believe you. I just don't remember that one. But
2014 is way back.
Yeah, but I completely believe them. It's just I don't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think we're both in agreement that they need to do that. And since I'm just right here, I think we're both in agreement with this too.
Look at all those chickens.
So guys, our story for the Cooper Effect this week is, it's a good story like normal. We always do a good positive story. And this week it's about a wrestler that goes by the name Hacksaw Jim Duggan. This week he just finished his last round of chemo, and he had prostate cancer, and they actually ended up taking his prostate out, and he just finished it. Like I said, he's finished his radiation, and he got to ring the bell on his way out. And instead of just doing the full story, I'm going to show the video. It's about 1.5 minutes. So here you go.
Hey everybody, thumbs up, lady.
Yo, I'm videotaping. Give me a minute. I can take pictures like this. I can do it. Look at me.
Thank you.
So you take care.
All
right, ring that bell.
Videotape a little bit. I tell you, folks, for 8 weeks I've been coming by, looking at this bell, listening to other folks come by and ringing the bell, and looking forward to it. It's been a long 8 weeks, but before I ring the bell, I just want to say thank you to the doctors, the nurses, and the technicians that actually saved my life. I want to thank my wife and my daughters who stuck with me through all this. But most of all, I want to thank you folks out there that I've been able to share this with, and you guys shared your stuff with me. So out of respect, I'm not going to do no big hoeing here. But when we get outside, you better believe there's some hoeing. But right now, after 8 weeks, here we go, tough guy.
Oh, all right.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Yes.
Ah,
Oh, yes.
cancer sucks so much. So way to go.
Yeah, it does. And Hacksaw Jim Duggan is one of those guys that is universally loved. He's a guy that makes you smile when you see him on TV. He's still he almost always participates in whenever WWE does one of those Raw anniversary shows that you always see him come out. It seems like he's just, because he's absolutely just beloved. He's just one of the greatest to just when it comes to smiles, putting smiles on faces. That people just absolutely loved him and still do. He's great. He does Comic-Cons, autograph appearances still, and as you see, he was talking about his family. So it's great that he is done with chemo. He gets to hang out with his family longer, and cancer definitely sucks. It's just wow, and yeah, he's a hell of a baby face.
How old is he?
I honestly don't know. I would say he's probably in his. I don't know actually what his age is, but I can look it up real quick though.
Yeah.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan he was born in 1954, so he's 68. So
Okay.
yeah, 68 years old.
Okay.
Good
Way
for
to
him.
go.
Yeah, so that's awesome. That makes me happy. I think that's so. It's 4 o'clock now, and Maggie, you know what I did? We went through the whole entire script
In 1 hour?
Yeah. So that's great. So
Way to go. Like
Yeah.
having in mind the amazing week. Like this is why. Like when the wrestling is good and you have nothing to complain about, this is what happens, you know.
yeah. So I guess for
I
now,
suppose because it's never happened before.
yeah. So let's just. I know some people asked about the dog story, so yeah, we did do that earlier in the show, and it's something you definitely need to listen to. So I guess since I'm in a good mood, I'll share one of my college stories. How about that? So
Okay, am I ready for this? Do I have to stand up?
no, you're fine. I think.
Okay.
I think so. I gotta go like to the beginning of this. So I was an awful like college student. This should not shock anybody. I was just brutal. I spent more.
It's shocking to me. Like you,
Yeah, I I was not good. I spent more time playing Halo, in the dorm.
I've never played Halo in my life.
Yeah, you'll play Halo. But I spent more times in the dorm rooms playing Halo, and what's even worse than that is I didn't live in the dorm rooms. I just went where with my friends where they lived and played, and because it was the level they lived on was it was a what's the word? It had both males and females on this level, so why not hang out there, you know? Good times. Anyways, I would always just hang out there, and one night we decided to have a drinking game, and we played Halo like a Halo drinking game. Every time you lost, you had to drink 2 shots and chug down a
What
beer.
kind of shots?
I honestly can't remember, but I know they effed me up. So there you go. And this was a Friday night because nobody had school the next day, and
So you were careful
well, it didn't.
because you were great students. Okay,
Well,
there's a
yeah,
positive to every story. Okay. Like
okay. Well, okay. That's the
you were
positive part.
thoughtful. Okay.
Yeah, that was the positive part, I guess. So we do the shot. We do everything. We have fun. That next morning, I wake up in a dumpster, and I get told what happened. It was kind of like, have you seen the movie The Hangover?
Sure.
Okay. Well, there was a whole story how nobody knew where I went, and people went around the school looking for me because they were terrified with what might have happened to me. And so basically I found this ain't funny. Okay. Well, bye. So, anyways, he's gone. Anyways, that really just pissed me off. Anyways, I woke up in this dumpster, and what was so bad about this dumpster is how I woke up. Is that morning it was right by the kitchen. It was right by the one of the dorm's kitchens. So they open it up, and illegally, because Minnesota has some laws about grease that you can't dump it in trash cans. You have to dump
Seriously?
it in. Yeah, they have their own grease containers and stuff. Thank God this grease was not hot at all. But basically, all of this grease came flying over on top of me, and that's how I woke up. So I am just soaked in grease. And basically, so when I wake up and I get out of the trash can, the guy that put all the grease in there, I scared the hell out of him, but he's smoking a cigarette too.
Sure.
So he drops his cigarette right onto the grease, and there's a little just like little thing of just fire.
Yeah.
Just kind of like going right to the trash can, and I basically just get the hell out of the way. So a cop sees all this happening, and he pulls over, and he sees me just drenched in grease, and he's like, "What in the hell are you doing? Like, what's going on here?" He thought like maybe we were fighting or something, and I'm like, "No, I was drunk and I slept in this garbage." And of course, then he wanted to check my blood alcohol level. I was still over the limit, so I got
Yes.
taken to detox.
Of course.
So when you get taken to detox, when you are taking on a Saturday morning, you're there for the weekend. You can still make calls, so I basically had to tell my parents that I'm in detox. I didn't do anything wrong other than fall asleep in a.
Did you have to though?
Well, yeah, because I was still living at home at that time.
Oh, okay.
And I
So
didn't
you
want this
weren't
to look.
living in.
Yeah, no, I wasn't living at the dorms. I just spent all my time there with all my friends. It was dumb.
Sure.
Instead of college. So I'm covered in grease, going to the detox center. Now the worst thing is usually that Monday morning you would get released. Well, that was there's a holiday in not February. It was just a general like day off in college. I forgot what day it was, but they didn't or
Some
like
sort
government.
of holiday.
It was some holiday, like basically no school, no businesses were open, like state. So it was an extended day that I couldn't get out. So I was there an extra day. Granted, they let me change clothes, so I was there an extra day. When the judge saw me, like, because I had to basically I was getting charged for public whatever.
Republic what?
I can't remember what the law was. I can't honestly remember I didn't give a damn because I was convinced I didn't do anything wrong other than I wasn't drunk, and I didn't think I was drunk still because by the time they tested me again, my levels were like under, but the police officer said I was lippy with him, which I probably was because I was just gone still. But anyways, the judge that Tuesday morning looked at all my paperwork, and that's it. It was like some kind of, they didn't call it that, but it was something like just a fancy word for it. And he looked at the paperwork, and the officer did not put the blood alcohol level in the report.
In the report.
So the judge just threw it out like right there. And he said, "You shouldn't have been in here at all if it wasn't in the report." And I just was like, this just sucks ass. And so when I said that, he's like, "But now you're getting a fine." Because
you said, oh.
Yeah. So I got a $100 fine for saying this sucks ass. And I'm like, are you shitting me? Then I got another $100 fine. I'm like, I'm just going to shut up now. He's like, that's probably a good idea. And my parents, when I got out, my dad's like, so what's happening? Are you getting like, are going to have to do like community service? No, I was getting away with everything until I said 2 curse words. Now I have to pay $200. He's like, Jesus. He's like, well, are you in trouble with the school? I'm like, I don't know. I'll find out when I get there. And sure enough, when I got there, I got expelled for that semester. Yeah, because I guess I told a security guard to go F himself too. So I don't remember that either.
Well, we do not have those things here.
Yeah, it was not good. It was, but that was only the first time I woke up behind the dumpster. There's another time I woke up behind a dumpster at a bar, and that lady that I woke up next to was a lot older than me too. So, but we were both fully clothed, but I'm not getting into that one right now. But yeah, so there's that one. I'm not too proud of that, but that cost a lot of money in the long run because I didn't get my money back from college, obviously, from getting kicked out. And
But did you did you finish your school year after that?
no, I was done. I
Oh, you were
got
done.
out. Yep, I just quit. I was like, this sucks. Like,
But was
I,
that the reason why you quit, or it
I think it. Oh,
changed
it played the biggest. Oh, it definitely played the biggest part. I was done with it. I didn't want to. I didn't want to go back after that. Like it's like I'm not even going to class. I'm playing Halo with my friends in their dorm room. Like, I mean, I do my homework like because everything was. It wasn't all online, but you could get your, um, you could get your basically your course outline like in emails. Like you get an email, so you knew what you had to do. I just thought it was pointless to go to class.
Yeah, I know.
So I just did everything like I just read what it said, did my homework, and that was that. And I just found it useless and for me, and then I was miserable and took some shitty jobs for a little while, and then I found some good ones, and now I'm doing this. So yeah, so
I don't know if
yeah,
that's good or not.
I love it. So at least I'm happy. So that's what matters.
This is what matters the most, okay? Like I've always said in that it really doesn't matter. Okay, I'll say it like this. Like one of my closest friends is he was a bartender for like more than a decade. And now he works at a totally different job that pays a lot of money. But like he's in charge of really serious stuff, and he handles a lot of, like it's it's a lot more serious than what a bartender does. And he says, yeah, if uh i can I can save for, to buy an apartment in 1 year, basically. Like this
Hmm.
is the amount of money that he makes. But on the other hand, every day I go to work with my butt clenched, and because, I think that the least that could happen is me getting fired. The least. And that he's always afraid, because if he makes a teeny tiny mistake, this could cost a lot of money. Like this is the type of stuff uh he puts up with, and that's not good. And he's like, yeah, okay, I make that a lot, incredible amount of money, but like it's not worth it if I'm terrified of what I do.
Yeah,
You get it? Like it's
yeah,
not
sucks.
it's not good.
So we got about 15 minutes. If you have any wrestling questions you want to throw out there, let us know. Oh, I think we have missed this super chat here. Eric sends a super chat. Story time with Rob and Maggie. Adam Cole. Hashtag
Is
rest.
Yeah, it's greater than Adam
Yeah.
Cole.
Yep.
I usually hate that analogy, like greater than and etc. etc. But this I like.
Yeah. So yeah, if you have any questions or you want us to talk about something, throw it in chat. So we got about 15 minutes to kill.
Yeah, for
On
a first time in
yeah,
forever.
on Fightful Over or Fightful After, whatever. What's our show called? Coexisting After Dark. Throwback's going to be our guest, and we're going to talk to him on Fightful Select. So that'll be fun. Looking forward to that. He just became
I'm
a
so looking forward to that. Like he can talk about being a father, just like Will did
yeah,
last
last
week, and
week.
that's amazing.
Soupy,
Yeah.
how about
Okay.
that?
I knew that we forgot to talk about something.
Yeah, I was not happy
Okay. You weren't happy with that finish?
that AJ lost.
Oh, he meant the triple threat.
Yeah, Oh yeah, well I like that. That was
the way the match ended.
Sorry.
Like
Yeah.
okay.
Yes, I love that.
You know me and AJ Styles,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Okay. Like the C went up a centimeter. That's all I'm gonna say about that finish.
Let me see what Corey.
I love AJ Styles so much. Like
Let's
the guy could do no wrong. Okay, like, and if you have a bad match with AJ Styles, that's on you. Like it's not his fault. For anyone who is set to fight, will select what's everyone's thoughts on one Sean just reported. No spoilers. What?
So Sean just posted a story on Select. I'll just say this, like without giving any spoil. Well, I guess that would be a spoiler.
Do I not want to know? Like, should I check Select right now?
Yeah, you should read it, I think.
Okay.
And yeah, we could talk about it when we go over on Coexisting.
Yeah. What?
Or After Dark, rather. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Jesus, Eric. That I was kidding about that. I hope I never. That was all just sarcasm. I do want to drive the bus though. Corey, because of who you are, I will DM it to you. But or Maggie will, one of the two. Yeah, if anybody has.
I'm sorry, I'm muted. I was muted. We expected that, like we talked about that on the show.
So, yeah, if anybody has any other questions, feel free to throw them out. The reason there's no Rob jokes today is because I couldn't find any good ones that I wanted to, or ones that I feel comfortable saying on the show.
This sucks. Like, I heard so many jokes on this beach vacation from drunk morons, and I couldn't remember one of them. Like, my memory sucks when it comes to jokes. I'm gonna DM Corey. Okay.
Let's see if anybody sent us. I don't think anybody wants to talk. So, favorite era of TNA? Oh, that would probably be 2003 to 2007, 2003, 2008. Oh, Jesus, that's a good one. I like this one. Digital Lizard sends us, what happens when you accidentally eat aluminum foil? You sheet metal. There you go. That's a good one. I like that.
There you go.
Oh, thank you, Anton. Great Casino Royale poster. Thank you. Love that movie. It's my favorite Bond movie.
Yeah, no one talks about my Twin Peaks posters because you can't see them this week.
I told you I like to Walk By Me or Fire. Yeah, Fire. Whatever. Fire.
Walk With Me. Did you watch the movie?
Yeah, I did. I liked it.
What did you think? It was creepy, right?
Yeah, it was weird. I liked it though. It was really good.
But did you understand it?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Sure?
It was because I had to go on Wikipedia and try to figure some things out.
It's there's no shame in saying that, right? Because it's
David Lynch.
Like we said it with Lily on our show when we had her as a guest. Like, we've seen everything for like 60 times, and every time we see it, we see something new.
Yeah,
that's the magic of it.
Well, do I miss 411? I wasn't there long enough, to miss it. I was there for 2 months. That was years and years ago.
What's that?
I assume you mean 411 Mania. Like, it's a website, the wrestling news website. I was there back when I first did my attempt of wrestling media back in 2000. And that year was 2000. Oh no, that was 1999, I think, when I wrote for them for 2 months. So the early days of wrestling media.
We have no wrestling media here.
No, I know. Yeah, just you. And podcast is all I'm saying. Right? Well, technically it's wrestling media.
Yeah, okay, but it's not. It's not Bulgarian. I can.
No, I know what you're saying. Jeremy asked, "How is Rob's weight loss journey going?" It is going well. It really is.
Your face is melting, Rob.
Yeah. Thank you. That's actually a compliment.
It's actually true. Like, go back and watch some of our first episodes on Select when we were first on Select. Like,
Oh yeah.
I will never stop like patting myself on the back for telling you to get rid of your beard because you look so much better without your beard. Like, I've watched some past episodes where you had that goatee.
Yeah. Ugh.
It was horrible. I never want to see you with a goatee. Like, your face is fine. Like, we need to see your face. Okay?
I do like your face is fine. Just
But I mean, fine.
I know what you meant. It's just the way it sounded. You're like,
I
your face
know.
is fine the way it is. Just
I'm Bulgarian, okay?
I know. I got you. I don't
Like, it's okay. Like, this week I wear zero makeup because I just got home from the beach. And believe me, stuff is happening here. And I like the last thing I want on it is like makeup. So I'm not doing that.
So since 2019 I have lost over 200 pounds. So yeah, so I'm 11 pounds away from my first goal, which is 300 pounds.
Do you have a timetable for this goal?
I want it to be by September 1st. It's gonna be tough, but
yeah, okay.
That's the goal because that would be one. So last year on August 31st, I think it was August 31st. It was somewhere around there. I had my annual physical, and I weighed 401, and I would like to be under 300. That way I can say I lost 100 pounds, over 100 pounds again. And I haven't seen my doctor since then because I've been healthy. So, or like other than being sick.
That's so good.
Yeah. Because back when, I mean, I'm still obviously considered obese, but when I was like that heavy, I would have to go. I saw my doctor literally 7 times a year, probably.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, literally, like, because there was always something weird going on. Like, and now it's just like I rarely have to see him because I'm better. I sleep better, and granted, I still sleep late. I sleep better than I used to. That's the best way, and I still don't sleep much. But
this is extremely important, and I told you why. When you sleep better, your head is in a different space. When you wake up, and the day goes way different than it usually does. I'm always I always tell you how sad I am that you don't sleep, whatever the occasion may be. But like, because when you don't sleep, like, you get all messed up. And I know because when I don't get to sleep, I'm just incredibly miserable. There are zero amount of coffee, sex, and cleaning to,
Yeah. Well, one of those has been a long time.
You haven't cleaned your house, right? Like,
yeah, that's the one. That's
the one.
Yeah. Jesus, that's the one. Yep, need to clean the house. That's the one I really miss. Jesus, Maggie. You know what my buddy said to me the other day? He's like, dude, he goes, your streak is so bad, it's like your virginity is growing back.
The virginity, the part 2.
Yeah, he's like, it's growing back. And I was just like,
Yeah, okay, but it doesn't hurt you guys, so it's fine.
No, it just hurts the soul a little bit.
Yeah, I know, but like do you even use it? Like,
Sex
do you
talk,
even
Fightful,
use your
overbooked.
fistful select?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Like, do you even use your soul? Like, it's
oh,
not.
mine. Well, you know what I meant. Yeah, like the revirgining, nice. But Jesus, we can't. I think it's
You
important that
see that Corey is one of the greatest. Okay, like
Oh
he
yeah, I know.
has. Yeah, I know.
This is what
By the
happened when
way,
I do
guys,
this.
I've missed talking to a lot of you like this week while I was on vacation. But like, please understand that while I'm on the beach, I didn't want to do anything apart from watching the beach and saying, "Ah, my ass is full of sand,"
Yeah.
for 24/7. Okay, like the only photos I took, I put on my Instagram story, and then I put it back in my bag. Like,
So
people were actually mad at me because I didn't want to play games with them, like volleyball, card games, and I'm like, I'm not here to play. I hate playing games when I'm on vacation. I just want to sit on my butt and just watch this magnificent puddle of leeches and awful like sea creatures that bit my ass like 5 times, and what do you call them? Like
seaweed
squishy
or
stuff that
jellyfish?
yeah, jellyfish, a lot of jellyfish.
Yeah, that's what. In chat, do me a favor. Tell me what match you're looking forward to the most this weekend, whether or starting tonight, whether it's on SmackDown, Raw, or not Raw, SmackDown, Rampage, or Battle of the Belts.
I did not like Ric Flair's match. This was so okay. It was so uncomfortable to watch. It was so unnecessary. It was extremely hard to watch. I'd like I did not need to see that, but I saw it either way.
Cool. Yeah, that's how I felt exactly. Um, Mock's first warner is what Corey Michael says with Claudio and uh, my screen. I think it says Claudio. My screen like just
Claudio,
kind of
yeah.
okay. My screen kind of crapped out there. Mox versus Mance is another one that should be bananas. I agree with that. Whoops. Jeremy says looking forward to the women's gauntlet. Soupy says none, to be honest, but I will take them, but not really looking for. Okay, it's fine. Scott says I'm looking forward to seeing if Triple H is going to do something with SmackDown and not turning in 2.0. That makes sense too. I think he will do something. I mean, the thing is last week's SmackDown, I think they just kind of had to go into it like basically start fresh after SummerSlam is what I think they needed to do, is just do their thing and start. Like, you needed to choose who you wanted. You needed to choose who you wanted to win at SummerSlam and choose what direction you wanted to go from there. And then you start booking from there is what I think that's what I would have done. But Adam 4836 says Claudio is my jam.
Takeshita and Claudio.
Yeah, yep, Takeshita. Sorry. Eric says, when do 2.0 take the tag titles from FTR?
Oh, come on. Like, let's not go that far, right?
Yeah. 2.0 is going to be a while.
It's let's not cause Jackie like heart issues, okay? Like, imagine that. Like, no. Like, stop it. Like,
all right, Maggie.
FTR need to hold these titles for a long time, and you can follow me.
Yeah, I was gonna go.
Yeah, okay. You can follow me on Twitter at Maggie_IK. I'm so close to 5K.
Yeah.
And and you can follow me on Twitter on Instagram at Maggie.IK. It's not about wrestling there, it's about everything else but wrestling.
All right. And you can follow me at Rob Wilkins on Twitter right after this. And at Fightful Rob on Instagram. Right after this, we're going over to Fightful Select with Throwback for Coexisting After Dark. And then we'll be back here next week, 3 o'clock. It's going to be good times. And with that in mind, I say this.
Sacrifice! 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 Sacrifice!
Book my one!
Which one?
Mine! Like with the sacrifice.
Oh, I don't think that's on here.
Every time! It's not. I just have to send it to you again, but I don't have it anymore.
Yeah, you need to. So I'll just play this.
It is happening again.
There you go. All right. We'll be over on Fightful Select. Thanks, guys. We will see you next week. Do us a favor. Hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment. Either myself or Maggie will reply. That is a guarantee. Just want to make sure I didn't miss any super chat. Blah, 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 blah. Don't see any.
But
Peace out, guys.
Like the video, guys. Bye.
Yep. Bye.